The music you just heard in our last segment was, of course, from the movie Jaws, the biggest box office success of 1975. Another top-ranking film that year was The Giant Spider Invasion. Now, you may never have heard of it, but it knocked them dead in Tokyo. The film was made in Wisconsin by a man named Bill Rebane, who now has another epic in the making.
There isn't the slightest chance I'll ever get sick of this business.
Cut. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Bill Rebane's business is movie making, and he makes them in northern Wisconsin. The titles aren't always ones you'll see on your local marquee for months at a time. Rebane's movies are more drive-in theater and TV late show fare.
The Capture Bigfoot was the one previous to just before this. Title is self-explanatory.
This quiet wilderness explodes with action and terror when these bounty hunters take to the woods to capture the legendary creature of Bigfoot.
Hey, what was it?
The Capture of Bigfoot. This drama reveals the story of those who dared to trap the legendary creature and then suffered the consequences of its revenge. The Capture of Bigfoot. The story of one man's ambition and greed which triggers the events that bring terror to the village.
Then we had, of course, The Giant Spider Invasion, which was 1975, which became one of the top-grossing films in 1975.
They came from another planet to destroy the Earth. Giant spiders crushing, clawing, killing, wreaking havoc. There was no place to hide from them. They were everywhere.
I think it grossed somewhere around $11, $12 million. All of that was done here. We used a lot of personalities from the West Coast.
The here that Rebane refers to is a secluded spot between Merrill and Tomahawk in Lincoln County. A movie-making home, complete with soundstage, outdoor sets, and editing facilities. Now in the making, Rana, the Legend of Shadow Lake. A science fiction epic that pits the inhabitants of a small, isolated island against, you'll never guess this one, an indignant giant frog.
Something got me, I tell you. Something big grabbed my leg and tried to pull me under.
Yeah, sure. I send you out to get that crazy son of a bitch and something gets you instead.
Yeah. You see, something did get me. Got me good.
Looks like it got caught in some barbed wire.
Yeah.
The term B-movie is probably the most apropos for this. But that's only because we don't have the budgets to make the A-movies.
Most Hollywood movies are multi-million-dollar productions. Not Rana. This made-in-Wisconsin flick will cost only $250,000.
Rolling and action.
Perhaps you can see why this isn't a big-budget production. There aren't any high-priced actors here. Producer Jerry Gregoris doubles as the character Trapper Charlie. The makers of Rana readily acknowledge that theirs isn't the stuff of social commentary or great art.
Cut. I'm headed. I mean, Can I ask you something?
Entertainment, pure and simple. It's an escapist type movie, and I'd say it was built for the very large segment, I think, of the population that does enjoy creature, feature, horror movies.
This type of film, you know, what you call formula picture, formula monster movie, so to say, the drive-in market is obviously the greatest, and the foreign distribution is fantastic. They like monster movies. You know, this is their type of fare.
Where's the rest of you?
Direct from Manitowoc, the hero of this film, Alan Ross. In this scene, Ross confronts a pair of roughneck loggers who have aggravated the ferocious frog and caused panic on the island. Familiar B-movie formula. The loggers are played by Bruno Acklin, who choreographed this scene, and Kenosha actor Jim Iaquinta.
Coming in over here, he's bent over a little bit like this. Now, as soon as you hear my hand slap, you fly back, okay?
Are you gonna knee me?
I'm gonna knee you.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna hit you. I'm just gonna... As soon as
So
you
you've
hear my
given me a
hands
jab
make
like
a
this.
noise, I've just gone boom in your stomach. Ooh. Burley runs up to you. You're starting to get up. Start getting up. Now, and you fall on the ground. His head's back in place. Wham! and that one drives you to the ground.
The fight scene was excellent as far as the feedback I received from other people. It was a little rough, but you know, I'm kind of nimble. I'm a little dirty, but other than that, it was good, and I hope it looked real.
Hey!
Now you watch it. Cut. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cut it.
Yeah. Applause, applause.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, now let's pick up the lines.
Kick him with the head.
You want any close shots?
The action is Rana grabs hold of this guy. You don't see it.
Makeup artist Tom Schwartz.
And he's got this wound from it. And what happens is we're making this. He's got this slime all over him. Of course, gets over every victim and whatever else. Whoever you see, these puddles of slime, you know, this creature has been.
That's beautiful. Oh, I like it.
Just running into the woods.
Any living tissue touches the slime and starts to smoke.
Okay, let's go.
Quiet, please. Slate in.
Okay. Oh, wait a sec. Overspray.
Overspray.
Oh,
Too Scott, it's those beans.
Take your hands over.
It's a chemical that's sold in California. It's two different spray bottles. You will spray one on whatever else, say your palm. Spray another one on the other palm. And you touch it together and it starts to smoke.
Hey, what the hell is this shit?
Cut. Get it?
You got it.
108A, 385.
Action.
There, you see? Something did get me.
The B-movie formula is well known, but the frog isn't. This is all you'll see of the giant amphibian until his box office face-off next year. That last epic, the magazine one that is, was produced by our reporter, Mark Weller.
Bill Rebane here is an old and dear friend of mine, and he's trying his very best to bring you the best there is, so you remember that.